You know, you always want to do a restaurant, you know, when you're in this culinary thing, you really want to do a restaurant. But that's obviously expensive. None of my family members, they were like chefs or foodies or anything. So I don't know, somehow I ended up really loving the idea of taking something that is raw, taking some ingredients that is like non-edible, and then make it to something super nice looking and delicious. One of my earliest memories of me loving, you know, the food thing was when I was a kid. I was back in Iran. I came to Denmark when I was 6. So when I was like 5 years old, so whenever there was leftovers, I would, you know, like the TV shows, I would just mix up whatever chicken bone and with the skin and say, now we put in this, and then now we mix in with this one, and then add more of this. And then my mom would laugh. She would think I was cute or something. She never knew I would be a chef. Is it fufu day today again? Only Fridays?
No, every day.
Every day fufu now? Nice, nice, good. So starting up KuKu, that was, you know, you always want to do a restaurant, you know, when you're in this culinary thing, you really want to do a restaurant. But that's obviously expensive. So at the same time, it was a peak of the restrictions of the pandemic. So the best way and the cheapest way to start up with a business, it was, you know, doing street food, buying a food truck. And you can buy a food truck with like a lot less money than open up a restaurant. Plus you can just be there on your own, by yourself. You don't need any employees or anything. So, and luckily I had some money saved up from my previous job. So bought a food truck, a used one. Is actually the one that's in Napoli, the first one. And paid a guy to put some graffiti on it. Just bought some pots and pans, some ingredients, and then there we were, just starting making Iranian food. Put the rice is the base, and it's a whole philosophy in how you make rice. You have to like wash it a couple of times, let it soak overnight, salt water. This is the whole thing. So the good thing about having stews is you eliminate pretty much food waste, because you can just keep it hot for a whole day and then save it for the next day, and it actually gets better. So this is the beef that we use from Uruguay. So, you know, cost efficiency and keeping the cost low, it comes from, you know, what kind of dishes you have. So you have to have some kind of dish that can stay in the fridge for a couple of days, that don't go bad after you made them. And stews are perfect for that, because they can just, you know, last 3-4 days in the fridge. So you don't have to throw anything out, really. So you eliminate pretty much food waste and really lowering the cost of production. And therefore you can, you know, give the food at a lower price point and still make a profit. The design of this dish, which is inspired by poke bowl, because Iranian food is like Indian and Pakistani, all stews, something they call ugly delicious. It's super delicious, but it's not like as sexy as a taco, you know, the cheese pull, or you know, sushi. This is like, you can't really see what you're eating, so people that are unfamiliar with it, they're probably gonna say, hey, maybe, I don't know. But if you do it sexy like this, like poke bowl is, it's gonna be a success. The stew and the meat, you know, letting the meat just simmer for 7 hours, you know, the stew for 2-3 hours. You can really taste the depth of the flavors, you know. Yeah. So the reason that it's super important to stand out and be original is the reason why we won, you know, the best street food awards in Denmark. There was us and some fish and chips guys who made everything from the bottom like we did. And so the quality was matching, but the only reason that we won, it was original. We were the only one, you know, serving Iranian food, street food, in the whole in Europe. And you've seen fish and chips before. So I've heard it once before. I don't remember who said it, but it's facts. You either can be the first one, the only one, the best one, or the cheapest one. If you're two of those things at the same time, you're gonna win. 100% you're gonna win.
And how did you enter this competition?
I was actually in the middle of moving from one apartment to another, and then I got a call, and I was so busy. I had to pick up the call. I was this close not picking it up because I was so busy. Pick up the call, and I was like, "Hey, this is Christian from Danish Street Food Awards. We tasted your food last week, and it was so good. You wanna compete in the best street food in Denmark, and the winner goes to Munich to compete in the European Street Food Awards." I was like, let's do it then. A couple of months after that, winning the best street food in Denmark, and going to Munich, winning the best in Europe. That was the first domino thing. It changed everything. That's where articles came and newspapers and stuff like that. That opened the eyes for the Good Morning Show. The morning show, they invited me in, and then me being the morning show, then the festivals is like a stamp that this guy is serious and professional. Then all the festivals, they invited me, Roskilde and all the big ones. So me being in the festivals, then you have the budget, the economy to expand. So it was like a quadruple step engine. It wasn't like one thing that made it me expanding. So I'm here with Asger, my really good friend and partner in crime, doing the smash burgers together. We started the whole street food scene, gourmet street food, almost 4 years ago. And he started with his first business, selling tacos, Mexican. And then a month later I came and parked right beside him selling KuKu, Iranian street food. All right, we're gonna pick up the prints and my racer jacket. How you doing? So I have 2 menus and a racer jacket is actually right over there. There she goes. Looks so nice. Yes, camera. This is a big marketing and branding for your place. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, you go. Got this over here. Boom. Over here. Can you do the same? It looks like I'm gonna get canceled. To make our print is, the company is called Frederiksberg Tryk. It's a family-owned business. The quality is crazy good, and the prices are somehow the lowest. I don't know how. Everything is so sharp, the pictures, everything's super sharp. So I've used them for the past 3 years, and they know me when I come there. They know my name, they know everything. I've been using a lot of money and a lot of time at their place.
How important is it to develop these small relationships?
It's super important to develop these connections, because it happens a couple of times that because I'm so busy doing all these events and festivals and everything at the same time, so I just forget to do the menu, print a menu, which is super important to have the menu. And then the day off, I remember, oh yeah, I have to serve at 5 o'clock and it's 2 o'clock, I don't have a menu. The sign, that's pretty much 90% of your marketing is the big picture, especially when you sell a dish or a cuisine like the Iranian. Nobody knows what it is or how it looks like, so the picture is everything. Side note, I changed the picture of my menu at Refn and my sales increased by 300%.
Wow.
From the day off. I was hanging the new sign with the new pictures, there was a line behind me.
So we're closing down here at Refn, not just for the season, just for good. So we're just, picking up the last things. So there's some signs we could use at Nørrebro, hopefully. It was expensive, so we want to use them. So that's the center manager calling from Nørrebro Bycenter. So it's quite exciting what she's telling him, but he seems happy. I think we open up in September the Easter of 25 inside at Nørrebro. But he seems happy, so I think it's a good sign.
In the beginning I thought it was she was talking about end of September 2025. I don't know where I got the September part in. So I was like, what? What? But no, it was. what we planned for. End of March, beginning of April 2025. So everything is going after plan. So it's going to be good. So we have plenty of time on refining all our concepts within the food truck business, and then we're going to go and do the food stall thing, which is a whole nother thing. It's like a one step closer to restaurant, you know. How you guys? Yeah, stand on it. Wait, more than all you combined.
How about just a pallet so it doesn't tip over?
I mean, as an owner, as an entrepreneur, it's super important to be hands-on, especially in the developing stages in the beginning, because nobody knows your vision, you know. So you have to put your vision, your concept on the track before you give it to a manager or anything. People can read minds, because you have a vision and you have to be there yourself. If you have enough food trucks so everybody knows what your concept is, then you can just, you know, copy paste it, let somebody else copy paste it. But if it's like a niche thing, is new, you have to be there yourself. Like McDonald's, if I give you the job to open a McDonald's, you know exactly how it's going to be, because it's McDonald's. You know how the concept is, all of that. And if you open a new concept, you have to be there yourself, morning to night, every single hour, put it on the rails, and then you can just, you know, push it forward and step back, step by step, and just let it be self-driving. That's why we're here, pushing and pulling the wagon here and there. Important, man.